Hey everyone, Bill here from Old Format, and today I'm back with another version of what I've been spinning this week. And today we're going to look at the week of the 11th to the 16th of 2024. And for the most part, it was mostly CD spins, and it was a little bit of a light week this week because there were no spins on Tuesday, and I'll get to that in a second. But let's dig right into it, shall we? So the first up, Elton John, Songs from the West Coast. This is from 2001. This is a album I picked up just a couple weeks ago, and I've spun it a few times, and I'm really enjoying this, to be completely honest with you. If I could compare this album to 2004's Peachtree Road, I'm going to be honest, I think I prefer Songs from the West Coast a lot more. So I would definitely give that a look-see if I were you. If you're an Elton fan and you're looking for some newer Elton John, that would be the route I would pick. Next up, here's Godsmack and the Other Side from 2004. This is an acoustic EP that they released that I was really big on when it first came out, and it sounds just as good now as it did back in the day. This is my Wednesday spin. As I said, there were no spins on Tuesday, and Elton John kicked off the week on Monday the 11th. So now we're looking at Wednesday the 13th. 7 tracks, all really good. I love Running Blind. That was a big hit on the radio back in the day. Realign, good. Touche. Touche is really good, and Voices are really good. Those are my other personal favorites. The whole album is really good, but Running Blind, Touche, and Voices are the 3 that I really dig the most on that record. So, okay, I'll put these over here. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, I decided to do another album from 2004. I was doing mostly 2004s this week. Here's Velvet Revolver and their debut, Contraband. This is, essentially, it's Scott Weiland and Guns N' Roses. And the 2 songs that you would know on here are Fall to Pieces and Slither. And I actually really like the whole album. I've been listening to it in the car, and I still have to familiarize myself with the other tracks, but I do enjoy the album a lot. So that was Thursday. Friday, like I said, a lot of 2004 going on. Here's Lenny Kravitz and the album Baptism. You might know the album for the song Where Are We Running? I think you also know the song Lady. But it sounds pretty good. It's a decent later album from Lenny. Like I said, Lady's good. I love Calling All Angels. California, Sister Mama Lover. And then Where Are We Running, again, was the big hit. So, again, another album that I would recommend checking out if you don't know it. And then we start to go backwards a little bit. This is 1976, Stanley Clarke and the School Days album. This is an album that I'm just hearing for the first time, so I'm still getting into it. Not a lot to say, except that I really enjoyed the musicianship on here. Stanley's bass playing is great. This is a mostly instrumentals album, so, you know, you're not going to get any, you know, wild vocals or anything. But again, this is also worth checking out. I picked this up at a thrift shop just yesterday, actually. Yesterday after work, I decided to pop in and see what I could find, and I managed to grab this. I think it was $3. I have a Canadian rock and roll band, and I actually showed these guys in a video not too long ago where I posted a thread for Lloyd Boone about bands with hats. You can see there are 2 of them there. But I really like the music on this record. Now, these guys were really big in Canada. I don't know what you would know where you live, but if I had to guess, I would say either Sunny Days or One Fine Morning would be the band's 2 biggest hits. But AM radio, where I live, also plays You Girl, Pretty Lady, and Hats Off to the Stranger are also played every once in a while. All of it is really good. Now, these guys sound like, you know, they're jazz fusion, so they kind of sound like the old Chicago from the early 70s. So if that's your kind of thing, I definitely check them out. The only album I spun, Depeche Mode, Music for the Masses. Boy, am I glad I thought before I spoke. I almost called it Deep Purple. It's definitely not. Depeche Mode, the album, this album came out in 1987. The songs that you would know are Never Let Me Down Again. You might know the song Strange Love. And the song To Have and To Hold was covered by Deftones like 10 or 11 years later. I'm still familiarizing myself with this one as well. Kind of sad. I actually bought it about 1.5 years ago already, and I'm just getting around to it now. But that happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes you buy a record and you don't get to it right away. But I'm enjoying it. Okay, sorry. The last 2 CDs I'm going to show got played this afternoon, just a few hours ago. We have the very best of REO Speedwagon. This was just a quick, this was not a complete spin. This was just a quick, I wanted to throw on Golden Country and Keep the Fire Burning really quick. So I didn't listen to everything on here. Also, I didn't really have a lot of time. I was kind of tidying up the house. So I was kind of running around, not really listening to it. I was, but I wasn't. And finally, we have Ringo Starr and Photograph, the very best of Ringo. I paid closer attention to this one than REO Speedwagon. And I threw on, well, I don't want to call it side 2. It's a CD, but I started with Goodnight Vienna. And then I threw on Dose of Rock and Roll, Weight of the World, King of Broken Hearts, Never Without You, Act Naturally, the Buck Owens duet. And you know what? I've been sleeping on Ringo. I don't know if I'm going to pick up any of those other albums, but I definitely have to spin this again. So, anyways, that's what I listened to this week. Like I said, it was a short week, a smaller week, because I didn't spin on Tuesday. But, yeah, those are my spins. I'm Bill from Old Format. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again later. Bye-bye.